Before Israel had kings, there lived a man named Elkanah from the hill country of Ephraim. He had 2 wives, Hannah, whom he loved deeply, and Phinana. Phinana had several sons and daughters, but Hannah was unable to have children. The Bible says the Lord had closed her womb. This caused Hannah great sorrow, especially because Phinana cruelly taunted and provoked her year after year, making her weep and lose her appetite. Elkanah took his family to Shiloh to worship and offer sacrifices at the tabernacle, the portable sanctuary where the ark of God was kept. The high priest there was Eli, an old man whose own sons, Hophni and Phinehas, served as priests, but acted corruptly. During one of these visits, Hannah was overwhelmed with grief. She went to the tabernacle alone and prayed fervently to God, weeping bitterly. In her deep anguish she made a vow, "If you will give your servant a son, then I will give him to the Lord for all the days of his life, and no razor shall ever come upon his head, a sign he would be a Nazirite, dedicated fully to God." She prayed silently, moving only her lips. Eli, watching from his seat, thought she was drunk and rebuked her. Hannah gently explained her sorrow and that she had poured out her soul to the Lord. Eli then blessed her, saying, "Go in peace, and may the God of Israel grant you what you have asked of him." Hannah left comforted, ate food, and was no longer downcast. Soon afterward, God answered her prayer. She conceived and gave birth to a son. She named him Samuel, which means, "I asked him of the Lord," or heard by God. When Samuel was weaned, likely around 2-3 years old or a bit older, Hannah fulfilled her vow. She and Elkanah brought him to Shiloh, along with sacrifices, including a bull flour and wine. Hannah presented the child to Eli, saying, "I prayed for this child, and the Lord has granted me what I asked of him. So now I give him to the Lord. For his whole life he will be given over to the Lord." Hannah then offered a beautiful prayer of praise and thanksgiving, often called Hannah's song in 1 Samuel 2, rejoicing in God's power, justice, and reversal of fortunes, a song that echoes themes later found in Mary's Magnificat in the New Testament. From that time on, young Samuel served before the Lord under Eli, ministering in the tabernacle and wearing a little linen ephod, a priestly garment. Each year, when his parents came up to Shiloh for the sacrifice, Hannah brought him a new robe she had made. Eli blessed Elkanah and Hannah, and God blessed Hannah with 3 more sons and 2 daughters. Meanwhile, the word of the Lord was rare in those days, and visions were not common. One night, while the boy Samuel slept near the ark, and Eli's eyesight was failing, the Lord called to Samuel, "Samuel," thinking it was Eli. Samuel ran to him 3 times, saying, "Here I am." Each time Eli said he hadn't called and sent him back. The 3rd time Eli realized it was God and instructed Samuel, "Go and lie down, and if he calls you, say, 'Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening.'" The Lord called again, and Samuel responded as Eli taught. God revealed that he would judge Eli's house because of the wickedness of Eli's sons and Eli's failure to restrain them. The next morning, Samuel was afraid to tell Eli the vision, but Eli insisted. Samuel faithfully shared the message. As Samuel grew, the Lord was with him, and all Israel recognized him as a true prophet. This beautiful story highlights themes of persistent prayer, faithfulness to vows, God's compassion for the suffering, and the raising up of a faithful servant in a time of spiritual decline. Samuel would go on to become Israel's last judge, a great prophet, and the one who anointed the first two kings of Israel, Saul and David. On Point 3's Fast, 32 sources, explore Hannah's song. Hannah's song, also called Hannah's Prayer, is one of the most beautiful and theologically rich poems in the Old Testament, found in 1 Samuel 2-1-10. It is Hannah's heartfelt outburst of praise and thanksgiving to God after she fulfills her vow by dedicating her young son Samuel to lifelong service at the tabernacle in Shiloh. This song comes right after the emotional moment when Hannah, once barren and deeply afflicted, leaves her only child with the priest Eli. Far from sorrow, she bursts into joyful worship, celebrating God's power, justice, and reversal of human fortunes. Full text of Hannah's song. Niv here is a complete passage. Then Hannah prayed and said, "My heart rejoices in the Lord. In the Lord my horn is lifted high. My mouth boasts over my enemies, for I delight in your deliverance. There is no one holy like the Lord. There is no one besides you. There is no rock like our God. Do not keep talking so proudly, or let your mouth speak such arrogance. For the Lord is a God who knows, and by him deeds are weighed. The bows of the warriors are broken, but those who stumbled are armed with strength. Those who were full hire themselves out for food, but those who were hungry are hungry no more. She who was barren has borne 7 children, but she who has had many sons pines away. The Lord brings death and makes alive. He brings down to the grave and raises up. The Lord sends poverty and wealth. He humbles and he exalts. He raises the poor from the dust and lifts the needy from the ash heap. He seats them with princes and has them inherit a throne of honor. For the foundations of the earth are the Lord's. On them he has set the world. He will guard the feet of his faithful servants, but the wicked will be silenced in the place of darkness. It is not by strength that one prevails. Those who oppose the Lord will be broken. The Most High will thunder from heaven. The Lord will judge the ends of the earth. He will give strength to his king and exalt the horn of his anointed.